With me and all.
Yeah. Would you rather I didn't?
But I don't understand all that you speaking is difficult for me. Only with me.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll take it slow. We'll take it nice and slow. We'll take it
Okay.
nice and slow. You just say to me, Alan, you need to slow up. And I'll teach you some Spanish. You can teach me some Spanish. How's that? Yeah?
Okay.
And I'll be really slow. Okay. So yeah, I was going to teach an expression. So let me share my screen. Share screen. Here we go. Okay. So here's an expression here. A dog's dinner. A dog's dinner.
Dog's dinner?
Yeah, a dog's dinner. So if we say something is a dog's dinner, what we mean is it's a total mess. Yeah, it's a mess. It's chaotic. So this is a British expression, a situation, event, or piece of work that is chaotic, badly organized, or very untidy. Excuse me. And so as an example, we would say the government's latest proposals are a dog's dinner. You see that? A dog's dinner. Because the idea is, if you look at the way a dog eats, right, it's kind of messy. It's not like we eat. You know, we've got our meats and then we've got our potatoes. And I don't know what goes on a plate in Colombia, but you know, you've got your nachos and your beans, and you know what I mean. You've got separate things. It's not all mixed up. But if a dog's eating, it's all just sort of mixed in together. See that?
It's like, give me a second. Bad side? Alan? It's like bad side?
I don't know what word you're saying there, my dear.
Situation had when you had different situation had problem.
Yes. Yes. Chaotic. We would say chaos.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of a chaotic situation.
That's dog's dinner.
And we would say that's a dog's dinner. Yeah.
Dog's dinner.
Okay. Yeah, a dog's dinner. Yeah, just as an idiomatic expression. That's a total dog's dinner.
Dog's dinner. Okay.
Dog's dinner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. So that's the first word I'm teaching. The next word I've got is this. The expression is raring to go. Raring to go. And I'll write it here. Raring to go. See that? Raring to go. And this
in Spanish is like salir corriendo.
I don't know what that means in English though. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what raring to go means in English, and then you tell me what that expression means in Spanish, right?
Okay.
So we'll do it that way, and we can even look it up on the Google Translator and see what it says, right? Raring to go in English means extremely keen, really enthusiastic. So if I said to you, are you coming to my party on Friday night? Yeah, party is like felicity, is it? Felice? What's a party? Felice?
Feliz?
Something like that. You would say, I'm raring to go. I'm raring to go, meaning you're really keen. Really keen. Let's look it up in the Google Translate, right?
Is the situation very, very fat? Yes.
Very what?
Very fat?
Not fat, no. Very eager, keen, happy about it. Translate to
Okay.
Spanish.
Is
Right. So if I say raring to go, that's what it means. Muchas ganas de ir.
Muchas ganas de ir.
yes. I got it.
That makes sense?
Yes.
So that's what raring to go is. So that's why I said, if you want to come to,
For example, I have ready to go to learn English.
yes, exactly. As I am Spanish. Tengo muchas ganas de ir aprender inglés.
Inglés.
Tengo
Sí.
muchas ganas de ir a aprender inglés.
Yes.
That makes sense to you. It doesn't make sense to me. Tengo no means I have, isn't it? I have muchas, a lot. Ganas de ir.
Yes.
What does ganas de ir mean on its own? To apprehend.
Ganas,
Yeah.
ganas de ir. O sea, is the yes, ganas, emotions for to do something.
Want to go. Ganas de ir. Want to go. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Ganas de ir.
Ganas de ir. I want to go. Well, that's a good one for me to learn. That's a good one for me to learn. So I
like
will...
you when you want to do whatever activities, yeah, for example, you work, you're ready to go for vacation with your family, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. I get it. So if I go star, it will remember it. And I can look back at that again, you see? Is that what the expression is? Yeah. Okay. So let me look up my next word then. This is quite a good way to learn. We'll learn together. Right. So next one is mark my words. Okay. So this is an expression. Let's look it up first of all in English. Mark my words. Right? Mark my words. Now, well, let's look at what the dictionary says, and then I'll tell you how I define it. Definition of mark my words: used to tell someone to listen and to remember what one is saying. Right. So you would say something like this: mark my words, nothing good will come of this. So it's like an attention grabber. Now, Alida, mark my words, and then I make my statement. Now, Alida, mark my words. Mark my words. The government won't last. You know, whatever I'm going to say, I'm going to make a statement, and I want you to really pay attention to my statement. So I say, mark my words. Does that make sense?
Mark my words.
Mark my words, and you'd say it normally at the beginning of, you'd say it, mark my words, and then make your statement. You could say it at the end though, make a statement. Like you could say, Alan, you will never learn Spanish. Mark my words.
Mark my words. Yes.
And I would be so discouraged.
It's like as recommendations.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So mark my words. So let's see what that is.
Mark my words.
Yeah, let's see what that is in Spanish, right? Mark my words. Marca mis palabras.
Sí.
Marca mis palabras.
Or like remember my words.
Yes.
Mhm.
Would people say that in Spanish? Marca mis palabras?
No, in Spanish is ten en cuenta mis palabras. ¿Sí? O recuerda mis palabras.
Recuerda? Right. Okay.
Recuerda mis palabras. Recuerda. Ajá.
Like that?
Yes.
Remember my words. Okay.
Yes, remember my words.
I will store that one. Since that's Spanish. Okay, good.
Mhm.
That's helpful. Okay, right. My next one is
Mhm.
this word is phobia, right? Phobia. Which means if you're frightened of something. So people would say, I've got a phobia of spiders. Phobia.
Okay.
So I'll pronounce it.
phobia,
It's
Phobia.
phobia. In Spanish, it's phobia.
As well.
Phobia.
Is it with an F or a PH in Spanish?
Mhm. Phobia. Mhm. The letter F.
F.
Phobia.
Yeah. An extreme or irrational fear or aversion to something. She suffered from a phobia about birds.
Yes.
It's normally things like snakes or spiders or that kind of thing, you know.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay, so let's look that up in Spanish then. Phobia with an F. Interesting.
Yes.
Phobia.
And
Phobia.
it sounds exactly the same.
The same.
Phobia.
Yes.
Phobia.
It's easy. Phobia.
Uh,
For example, I have phobia. I have phobia for the cats, for example, or the dogs, or I have phobia. It's like whatever situations
yeah.
for the problems, or I have phobia of for violence.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good. Right. Let's go to the next one I've got then. Right. This is a good word, which you will not hear very much. And but it's a really nice word. It's
Yes.
called bonhomie. Bonhomie.
Bonhomie.
Bonhomie. Yeah.
Bonhomie.
Let's hear it pronounced properly.
bonhomie,
Yeah, he said it quite quickly. Bonhomie.
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 bonhomie,
Yeah. And what this means is cheerful friendliness, geniality. He exuded, which means he sort of expressed good humor and bonhomie, right? So when you deal with me, generally, I would like to think that you experienced bonhomie.
Bonhomie.
I am friendly. Yeah.
Yes.
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 So you would describe that as bonhomie. Yeah. Bonhomie. Bonhomie. It's a really, really good word. Let's look it up in Spanish. Bondad.
Bondad.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You say that?
Bondad.
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 For example, you are bonhomie person with the people that to learn, no, to teach in English.
Yes.
Mhm.
But it's not a noun. Sorry, it's not a verb, it's a noun, right? So you would say it like this. You'd say you exhibit bonhomie. Yeah. It's not like you're bonhomie person, you know. You'd say you're a friendly person.
This word is very religious?
Repeat.
Yes.
Very what?
This word is very religious.
Religious? No.
Yes. No.
No, not religious. No, it's the point is it's a noun, it's not an adjective. So you wouldn't
Okay.
so you wouldn't describe me as a bonhomie person. That would not be the right thing. You'd say Alan is a friendly person. I would describe Alida as a friendly person, a friendly lady, right? But
Right.
I could also say that you show good bonhomie.
Okay.
You show bonhomie. So
Bonhomie.
yeah, because it's a noun. It's a noun.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we've learned that. Now let's go to, right. Here's a really good expression. And this is an expression now. And I don't know if you've got an equivalent in Spanish. Strike while the iron is hot. Strike while the iron is hot.
Strike while the iron is hot.
Right? And what this means is make use of an opportunity immediately. So you know the way in the olden days when the blacksmith would be putting shoes on the horse. He would make the shoes a horseshoe from a piece of metal, and he would heat it up in the furnace. And then when he took it out of the furnace, he would bang it and shape it. But he had to do it while the iron was hot. He couldn't wait till it got cold.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And so we use that idiomatically to say sometimes you need to take advantage of opportunities immediately. You can't wait and decide, I'll do it tomorrow, mañana. You want to do it today. You want to do it right now. So that's what we say, strike while the iron is hot. That's what we mean by that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Let's see if there's an equivalent.
Golpear mientras el hierro está caliente.
Does that make sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me.
In Spanish is difficult. It's difficult that meaning in Spanish, but is in Spanish es hacer algo ya, ¿sí? Hacer algo ya. O inmediatamente. In English, do you something now or immediately?
Immediately, yeah.
Yes. But this immediately, yes. Yes.
Hazlo inmediatamente.
¿Sí?
Okay, that's what you would say. Right, that's fine. That's fine. But strike while the iron is hot, it saved a lot. Sorry, I said a lot in English. Now, another expression that we use is
sorry, Alan. The pronunciation is strike while
the iron is hot.
The iron.
Iron.
The iron is hot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Right, here's another really good expression. Saved by the bell. Right?
Be saved by the bell.
You see it is counted out when the ringing of the bell at the end of a round, escape a difficult situation narrowly by an unexpected intervention. So you know the way in a boxing match, when you see a boxing match, they play it in rounds that last about 3 minutes. And
in Spanish is salvado por la campana.
Okay.
Salvado por la campana.
So you say the same thing.
Ser salvado por la campana.
Is that what you would say?
Yes. be saved by the
Ser
bell.
salvado por la campana.
Okay, I'll store that then. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'll look up.
Is when the meaning is you get out of a situation easy.
Yes,
Easy.
exactly, exactly, exactly. So it can be used in the boxing, you know, as the main thing, but we then use it in all sorts of walks of life where you escape a difficult situation.
Yes.
We even used to use it in school when I was at school back in the olden days. And, you know, the teacher might ask a question and then suddenly the bell goes and the teacher would then say, you're saved by the bell. You don't have to answer the question.
Or you had an idea easy.
Yes. Exactly. Okay, right. Let's see what my next word is. Right, here's a good expression. The graveyard shift.
Graveyard shift.
So this is a work shift that runs through the early morning hours, typically covering the period between midnight and 8 a.m. So if I had to work nights, I have never had to work nights in any of my jobs. But if I did, I could say to somebody, I've got the graveyard shift tonight. Right? The graveyard shift. Now, does that make sense in English?
Right.
Turno de noche.
Okay. Repeat again the pronunciation. Graveyard shift.
Graveyard, yeah, graveyard shift.
Graveyard shift.
Graveyard shift, yeah. So do you know what a graveyard?
You work,
do you know what a graveyard?
all the night.
You know what a graveyard is?
Graveyard.
Yeah. So if I go images, this is what a graveyard is, yeah? Where people are buried. That's what a graveyard is.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think the etymology of the expression comes, it used to be in the olden days when they thought somebody was dead, they would bury them. But sometimes if they weren't quite sure, they would actually watch the grave to see if you would make waking up. And if you had to do that, watch the graves, that was called the graveyard shift. Because we say shift to describe a working pattern. So you can have the day shift or the night shift.
Yes.
Yeah, so the day shift is like normal. You work during the day. And night shift is where you work at night. So people in like hospitals or emergency services, police, ambulance, they work
fabric.
shift.
In the fabric.
What you said?
In the factory, sorry.
Factories, yeah, exactly. In factories, you know, people often
the
work
process.
shift. Yeah.
In the different process.
Exactly. So the graveyard shift is basically another way of saying the night shift. I mean, the strict term is night shift, but if we say the graveyard shift, we're sort of saying, oh, I've got the night shift, but I'm not looking forward to it. We're sort of indicating that.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. So, right, here's an interesting expression. And this comes from cooking, but it's used in other ways as well. Slice and dice. Slice and dice.
Slice and dice.
and it means to divide something into smaller parts, especially in order to analyze it more closely. So if you were cooking and you chopped up the food into little squares, little cubes, that would be slicing and dicing. Slicing, chopping it up. So that's physically, that's what it means. But then we use it idiomatically to say we're really analyzing some information. Oh, he's really slicing and dicing those figures. Slice and dice.
Slice and dice. Parte y pica.
Would you say that in Spanish? Parte y pica?
Parte y pica.
Parte y pica.
No.
You wouldn't say
Sí,
that?
pero no sé cómo explicarlo. Espera.
Okay. All right.
Ah,
Well,
ya. Cortar y cortar cortar en varias partes. ¿Ya? Es como. Give me a second. Dice, cut in several parts.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For example, is the bread?
Well, we would slice bread. We wouldn't dice bread.
It's like bread. Or if you
I'll show you.
working, you.
This is slicing and dicing here. See, chopping up in the small bits. Here's slicing and dicing here.
Ah, okay. Slide and it. Okay.
They're making a dog. They're making a dog's dinner of it.
I got it. Yes. It's in Spanish, cortar. Cortar o picar.
So that's the point. It's just chopping it up, really chopping things up into smaller little pieces. Is slicing and dicing. Bread, you would slice bread, but you wouldn't dice it because you want it to be in slices. Can I have a slice of bread?
Yes.
I'm gonna have a slice of bread. I'm gonna toast it for supper, right? It's a slice.
Okay.
But to cut it up then another way, into small pieces, that would be slicing and dicing.
Okay, slice and dices.
Yeah. Okay. So we're making good progress here. Right. So the next expression is hooray. 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 And we usually emphasize it when we're saying it. So if you said to me, it's my birthday, I would say hooray. Yeah, hooray. So it's a way of expressing happiness in a public way.
Hooray.
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 Used to express joy or approval. This book has won all sorts of prizes. Hooray! You would emphasize it. Hooray, George, promise you'll come back.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the idea. It's like a verbal big thing, thumbs up, but verbally.
In Spanish is Viva.
I see. Let's look it up.
Hurra.
Hurrah, it says. Hooray.
Hooray.
Did you say that?
Hooray. Oh.
You spell it for me.
For example,
You spell your word. You said B. What was the word that you said?
Viva.
Like that?
No. Con V. Letter V.
Like that?
No. Viva is like when you, como vida, yes. Viva. Pero se escribe.
So it says that means live.
Live. Viva.
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 Viva. Yes. You are very happy for whatever situation. You go, oh, viva Alan.
Okay.
Viva.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Or you won't gonna win. Give me a second. For example, your team won in the play soccer. I could say, viva tal equipo, viva el Barça, viva el Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Spanish say Viva la España.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I get it. Right, I've saved it. That's good.
In English, the pronunciation, hooray.
Hooray. Hooray. Yeah.
Hooray.
Hooray. Yeah.
Hooray.
Hooray. Yeah.
Hooray. Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So then the next word is, I want to define, first of all, a simple word. Turn. Right. Turn. Turn. Right. And this means to like turn around. So I could be going down the street and then I could turn left or I could turn right. You're changing direction. That's what turn means. Physically, I could turn around completely, or I could turn left, or I could turn right. So that's what turn means. Yeah.
Yes, it's like you go around the.
Yeah. Exactly. So let's do it here.
Girar.
Giro.
Girar. Sí.
Giro.
Tú giras a la derecha o girar a la izquierda.
I see.
Turn left, turn right.
Okay.
Girar. Turn left.
Girar a la derecha, luego girar a la izquierda.
Yes. For example, if you have driving.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Right. So that's turn. Now we've got an expression which is to turn on, right? To turn on.
Turn on?
To turn on, yeah.
Turn on.
And you'd say this if somebody was attracted to somebody else. Yeah. If somebody's attracted to somebody, you'd say he turns them on or she turns him on. You see?
Okay.
To turn on. You could also use it just of a device, like turn on the TV or turn on the radio, turn on the computer. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's the obvious meaning. But then you would use it between people. You could say excite or stimulate interest in someone, right? If that's what turns you on, that's fine by me. So it's like if somebody's getting excited by somebody else, we would say she is turned on or he is turned on. That's what turn on means, right?
Yes.
Now, but we can also have the opposite, right? Which is turn off.
Turn Turn off.
Turn off, yeah.
Turn off.
And obviously that could be physical device. Turn off the radio, it's too loud. I've got to hit it. Turn off the radio, yeah. Or turn off the TV, please, yeah.
Turn off on TV or
yeah. But it also can be used then between people if somebody is like, you know, they just don't like that person. He really turns me off. So it's an expression of disdain. That's a big word you won't know. But basically, you don't like somebody. You know, if you don't really like someone, you could just say they turn me off. You know, that's what it means. Okay, so that's turn on, turn off. And then another expression we use with turn is to turn away, right? Which is where you're coming away from something. You've decided you were going that way toward something, and now you decided I'm going to turn away.
Turn away.
Start a move away, or to face in a different direction. The child turns away, looking a little alarmed. Refuse to allow someone to enter a place. That's where you are turned away, right? So either you can turn away, it's your choice. You know, you decide, I'm going to do something. I'm going to turn away from that. I'm not going to do that. It's too crowded over there. I'm going to turn away. Or you could be turned away. So the police officer puts his hand up and says, you can't come down this street today. There's an emergency down here. So you were turned away. Or you were late for the conference, or you were late for the concert. You could get turned away. Oh, you had to be here by 7:30. You're not here, ma'am, in time. You're going to be turned away. Right? That's what turn away means.
Okay.
So we've done turn on, turn off,
turn away.
Turn away, exactly. Those are all different ways of using the word turn.
Turn.
And if you want, I can go over these words again another time with you and say, just make sure you've got them. This next expression actually is a French expression, but we use it in English. And we pronounce it like French, enfant terrible, enfant terrible. And because it's French, I don't know if it maybe translates to Spanish easier.
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible.
Terrible.
A person who behaves in an unconventional or controversial way. The enfant terrible of contemporary art, right? So somebody their behavior is just out there. They're called enfant terrible. Enfant as the idea of a child, and so it's like saying terrible child, right? That's really what it means. Like, but it's not spoken of a child. It's spoken of an adult who's behaving like a child.
Okay.
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible.
It's strange, I think, the way she's saying
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible. Let's look it up in a different dictionary. See how they say it.
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible.
Enfant terrible. A child whose inopportune remarks cause embarrassment. A person known for shocking remarks or outrageous behavior. This is how it's used mostly. It's not used of a child. It's used of an adult who, you know, like often rock stars are like this. They behave badly, deliberately.
Okay.
deliberately behave bad because it gets them headlines because they like to go against convention and stuff like that. Enfant terrible. Enfant terrible. That's really advanced English. So advanced it's not English, it's French. But we do say it in English. Right. Do you want to translate that and see? Enfant terrible. Niño terrible.
Niño terrible. Niño.
Niño terrible.
Niño terrible. See, I was saying
Sí.
terrible like it was Spanish.
Niño terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Niño terrible.
It's
Okay.
like, give me a second.
Right.
It's like the person with bad behavior.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. You've got it in one. Okay. Now, in comparison to that, here's a kind of an opposite. The word is deportment.
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 Listen to it pronounced.
Deportment.
Deportment. Say it. You say it. Pronounce it.
Goodbye.
You say it, Alida. You pronounce it. Deportment.
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 Yeah. So in
Deportment.
Britain, it means
Yes.
the way a person stands and walks, particularly as an element of etiquette. So, good physical bearing, physical, the way that somebody is standing. In North America, it's a person's behavior or manners. There are team rules governing deportment on and off the field. So I think in Britain it's also used this way as well. It's not just North America. It's got to do with behavior as well as like how you stand.
But in British, it's like the elegant person.
Elegant persons, yeah, exactly, exactly. Exactement.
Comportamiento.
It's like the person have good deportment.
Yes.
Buen comportamiento.
Bien.
Buen comportamiento.
Yeah. Me gustaría.
It's like in your,
Tengo.
for example, tengo buen comportamiento.
Tengo bien
Buen comportamiento.
That's a hard word. That's a hard word for me to say, by the way. Comportamiento. Comportamiento.
Sí, buen.
Comportamiento. That's 6 syllables.
Sí. I write in the chat. Comportamiento.
Yeah. Comportamiento. Comportamiento.
Yes.
Okay.
Comportamiento. Yes.
Right.
You read in the chat. It's like, for example, in your work is you are management. You need to have good deportment.
Yeah, I see that.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that.
En Spanish, tú necesitas tener un buen comportamiento.
Got it. Got it. Right. So next word then is interesting, right? And this is an expression, to pore over something.
Pour over
Something.
something. Pour
Yeah.
over something.
Yeah. And what it means is to read or study very carefully. He pored over the map for hours. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. To pore over is really carefully study something. That's what we mean.
Pour over.
And in Spanish,
Estudiar minuciosamente el mapa.
so
Yes.
estudiar is like study, isn't it?
Estudiar.
And oh, I can't even say that word.
Minuciosamente.
Yeah. Does that mean carefully?
Minuciosamente.
Does that mean carefully?
Yes.
Yeah.
O sí.
Estudiar minuciosamente el mapa.
Or
Minuciosamente el mapa. Yeah. Okay.
it's like checking very well something.
Yeah.
Something. Yes.
Got it. Got it. So that's pour over something, right? Now look at the spelling of pour. P-O-R-E, right?
Pour over.
Pour, right? But if I asked you, would you pour me a drink? Sounds the same, but it's spelled like this. Pour me a drink. See that? Now, it doesn't mean the same as pour over something, but it's like pouring out. I'm pouring out some water. I'm pouring some whiskey over some ice.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's a different it's a different spelling. It's a different spelling and a different meaning, but it sounds the same. Pour over.
Listen, pour.
Pour, exactly.
Pour.
Pour me a drink, please.
Pour me a drink.
Sírveme un trago, por favor.
Pour. Pour is servir.
Yeah.
Servir.
Sírveme un trago, por favor.
Another expression is pour is serve. In English, I know. No sé cómo se lee. Serve. Pour is like serve. Is the same?
Yeah.
Servir.
Servir. Yeah, I got that.
Servir. Yes.
Okay, so we've got pour me a drink. So we've looked at pour. We've looked at pour two ways, like two words that sound like pour, but different spellings, different meanings.
Yes, I got it.
Now we're going to do tears. Different spellings, different meanings as well, right?
Yes.
So first of all,
the sound is the same, no?
Sound is the same. So one way to spell tear is T-I-E-R, like this, right? Tear. So let's just define tear first of all. Tear. Each in a series of rows or levels of a structure placed one above the other. A tier of seats, for example. Each of a number of successively overlapping ruffles or flounces in a garment. Tiers. A full skirt gathered into 3 tiers. A level or grade within the hierarchy of an organization or system. Companies have taken out a tier of management to save money. See that? Tiers. So what we could do, we could look at tier there's tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
Yes.
Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Tiers. Things that are built up in tiers.
Yes.
Make sense?
Different levels.
Different levels. Exactly. That's tiers.
Tiers.
Now, now I'm going to show you a different kind of tier. Tiers. Now, this is not tiers as in levels. This is tears in my cheeks because I'm crying and I'm upset. But it sounds the same. See that? It sounds the same.
Yes.
But these are tears. And you just have to know. See, this girl has tears in her eyes. So you just have to know by context which it is. But it sounds the same.
Yes, I got it. Tears.
Yeah. So let's look at it up in Spanish, right? Tears.
Lágrimas.
Lágrimas. So
Lágrimas.
Lágrimas.
I used to play a song on my I used to play Spanish guitar. Did you know that? And one of the songs I used to play was called Lagrima.
Lágrimas.
Lagrima, yeah.
The accent is in the first syllable. Lágrimas.
Lágrimas. Lágrimas.
Yes, very well.
Lágrimas.
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 Lágrimas. Okay. Thank you for the correction in the pronunciation. Right. So that was tears and tears. And then here's another word that looks the same as tears, but it's got a totally different meaning. And it's also got a different pronunciation. And it's no longer pronounced tears, but tears. Tears. Right? For example, tears in the fabric. You see, this fabric has tears in it.
Okay.
You see, these jeans have tears in it. Not tears, but tears. Tears. Tear.
Tears.
Tear.
Okay, tear. Tears.
Tear.
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 Tear. Tear.
Tear.
Tear.
And actually, it doesn't have S. You could say tear. There was a single tear on her cheek. But normally tear is plural. Tear as in tear, we say tears.
Okay. This word is very, very difficult.
Yeah, but also
Tears.
tear here, or tear, pardon me. Tear is a verb.
Tear.
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 Okay.
Make the A higher. Tear. And then lower it. Tear.
Tear.
Tear. Tear.
Tear. Okay, tear.
Tear. You got it. That's it. That's it.
Tear.
Yeah, tear. So you wouldn't like to tear your dress, or you wouldn't like to tear your stocking, right? Women don't like to tear their stocking. Yeah, that's tear.
Tears.
Yeah. So we've had tears and tears and tear, right? As three.
Tears. Three. Tears.
You got tears. Tears as in levels. T-I-E-R.
Yes.
Tears, levels. Then we had tears in your cheeks.
Tears.
And then we have tear.
Tear.
If I ripped my shirt I would tear it. Tear it.
Again, tear, no, tear, the
Yeah.
levels,
Yeah.
tears, the lágrimas,
Yes. Yes.
and tear, tear, tear,
Tear.
tear,
Tear.
about dreads.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. I think we'll call it quits there. That's us at 8 o'clock now. We've been going for an hour, believe it or not. Even though it seemed to go very quickly.
Mhm.
So I enjoyed that, and I learned some Spanish at the same time.
Sometimes words.
We need to do a lesson that's mostly Spanish, and not mostly English, right? We'll need to arrange another time when it suits you, and you can teach me some more. You can teach me the basics.
Thank you so much for your time. Is today I learned a lot of expressions.
Yeah, yeah,
Is I think so. Today I only in the class is very fast.
yeah,
It's more expressions for me.
yes, yes. Well,
When they are more people,
yeah,
is more slow. I think so.
yes. Because I have to make sure everybody understands. Mona, did you understand that? No, I didn't. Please explain again. Or I've got to pay attention to everybody. But if it's just you, then I can go as fast as you can go. Yeah.
Yes.
And just the fact that you're a Spanish speaker,
I was very scared.
and I want to learn Spanish, we're able to do a wee bit of Spanish on the side. But it was mostly English, obviously.
Yes, I was scared.
You were a what?
I was very scared.
You were scared. Why?
Yeah.
You can't be scared with Alex.
Sí, I don't know. But when I was start the class, I was normal.
Okay. But you won't be nervous next time.
Okay.
I mean, we've been doing this class for a long time now.
¿Cómo?
We've been doing these classes for a long time.
Okay.
Over a year. It was May 21 I started. And you were pretty much there from the beginning.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that was fun. Thank you for your time. And I will see you soon. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
You can tell
Good
Eo
week.
how much she missed.
Have a nice week
Thank
in
you.
your work. Okay.
Thank you. See ya.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Alida.
Good night. Bye.
Good night.